Hi kids, it's Beth here and I'm here to show you how to make some white chocolate rainbow cookies as I am a baker. So all of the ingredients and everything that you need will be in the description box so your grown-ups can help you get all the ingredients you need before we start. So in here to begin with, I have got 115 grams of the butter. So to start off with, we are going to mix it. So you have to just keep going until it goes nice and soft. And what really helps when you're baking with butter is if you cut it up into little cubes, because then it's going to be a lot easier. So we just keep going until it's nice and soft, but not too soft, otherwise we won't get very nice cookies. So you just want it so it looks like this. So if you can see in there, it's all nice and soft. You can look in there, it's all nice and soft. Okay, now we're going to add 100 grams of our sugar, which looks like this, and just pour that in. And then we're going to mix that all together. Just keep going. It does get a bit tiring, so you might have to ask a grown-up to help you. Just keep going and keep mixing, keep mixing. So and when that's finished mixing, this is what it should look like. So it's all nice and soft and all together. Then our next job is to add the really nice bit. So in here, I have got 50 grams of little fudge pieces. I've got 50 grams of honeycomb pieces, and then I've got about 40 grams of rainbow and star sprinkles. So that's all those in there. There they are. So we're just gonna pop those in. And then I have got 100 grams of white chocolate chunks, or you can use chocolate chips if you like. And then we're going to mix that in again. And then it goes really nice and colourful. Keep mixing. There's a lot of mixing in this recipe, so your arm might get a little bit tired. Just push all that butter and sugar into the sprinkles. And then it will look like this. In there. Now I've got in this bowl, I have 200 grams of plain flour and 50 grams of self-raising flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So that's all in there. And then you just sprinkle that in all together. And then we're going to mix it again. You have to go a little bit careful because otherwise the flour might go everywhere and make a bit of a mess. So you just have to be careful to begin with. And we can push it all in. So now I'm just scraping off my spoon with my fingers. And then, to see if it's ready, this is the fun part, have to get your hands in there, and then if you squeeze it all together and just give it a bit of a good mix with your hands, which is always the really fun part. Now we can see that this is ready because I can squish it into a ball. And that means that our cookie dough is ready. So now we have our mixture and our dough, which is all ready. It's time to weigh out our cookies so they're all the same size. So you need your scales, and I've got 6 pieces of foil. So we're going to weigh them out at 100 grams. So if you get a bit of your dough and squish it into a ball, and then pop it on the scales until it says 100 grams. So you might have to add bits or take away bits. And then when you've got your ball, you get your tin foil and pop it in the middle and then scrunch it up so it's all inside. And then you do that until you've got no dough left. Now it's time to place the cookies into the freezer so then we get a nice gooey middle. This should take around 2 hours. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees, and when the cookie dough is frozen, place well spread out onto a baking tray and cook the cookies for 15 to 20 minutes. You will know that the cookies are ready to come out the oven when they are golden brown. So I've taken my cookies out of the oven, as you've already seen, and when they first come out they might be just a little bit soft, but don't worry because as they cool down they kind of set in the middle. So there we have it, that is the rainbow and white chocolate cookies. And maybe you would like to add something different into your cookies instead of the white chocolate. So you could add milk chocolate chips or just have fudge pieces in it, whatever you'd like in your cookies, I'm sure you can put in. The kids team at Live would absolutely love to see your pictures of you baking, and we would love to hear from you about what you have put inside them. So I hope you have a great time baking, and now there's only one last thing to do, which is to eat the cookie. Bye!